starting now after 6-month training is on 28.
Thanks, Ciarán Comhairle. From day one, the Defence Forces have been stuck in, helping to fight against the impacts of this pandemic. They've been transporting PPE, helping with testing and tracing and much more. Just like retail workers, cleaners and other essential workers, they've been working throughout this crisis, putting their health and lives and those of their families in many instances at risk in order to keep society running. But despite what the Minister says, they are getting shockingly low pay for it. That's a fact. I mean, at the start of this year, over 100 Defence Forces personnel were in receipt of the Working Families Payment, i.e. were being paid another payment by the state. Such was the low nature of their pay. Over 80% of Defence Forces personnel are under the national average wage. So they are low pay, just like a lot of the other workers who are on the front line. And the cheap talk of the Minister and the Government about how much they recognise all the work that they're doing, well, it doesn't add up to pay rent, to put food on the table, and so on. But there is an additional factor which has been referenced, which differentiates these workers from other sets of workers, which is while their health and safety have been compromised, while their need for PPE, sanitizer and proper social distancing has often been forgotten, but unlike other workers, if they're made to work in unsafe conditions, they don't have the same legal rights to join a union or to take industrial action to demand that conditions are improved. It's a real slap in the face for these workers and their families, and it highlights the need to give full trade union rights to Defence Forces personnel. I listened to the Minister's answer on this question earlier, and he said, well, this is a question for the next government. Okay, I presume we're going to have a next government soon, so that's probably accurate. But Minister, I'd ask your own opinion then. Do you support the idea that these workers should have full trade union rights as well as decent pay?
That will be a matter for government, the next government, to make. I've never said that discussions had concluded. Had discussions concluded, well then I would have brought whatever recommendation to government. But unfortunately, we didn't get to that point for me to bring a memo to government that we recommended it or not recommended it. But as I said to Deputy Sherlock, the discussions are ongoing with PD Fora, RACO. This is a recommendation of the review of the CNA, and I acted upon one of the recommendations out of that. You were totally incorrect when you said there's over 100 members of the Defence Forces on Family Income Supplement. You should go back and check it out. But let me say to you that there is varying different circumstances as to why a person would be on Family Income Supplement. So if a 3-star private passes out, and he could be earning between €28,685 to €39,583. He could be single. He could be in a relationship with one child, 2, 3, 4 kids. That person deserves family income supplement, like many other people across this country. And so, when I finish answering this one, so let me say, no, you've asked me very simple. I give you the opportunity to ask the question. I want to be able to give the opportunity to answer them as well. So 3-star private is able to earn between 20...
I think you're aware of this issue. Can you clarify that it'd be made whole so they don't end up out of pocket for COVID-19?
I've answered that question earlier, that there's a number of claims into my department on a range of different issues, and we will be working with the representative associations and the Department of Public Expenditure and Reform on those issues. So just a 3-star private, you spoke about pay, so I'll give you the 3-star private coming in starting off is on 28,685 and can go to 39,583. A corporal is on between 38,786 and 40,523. A sergeant is on between 41,479 and 43,938. Company sergeant is on between 47,960 and 51,010. Sergeant Major is on between 52,613 to 56,096. The commissioned officers, a lieutenant, is on between 41,666 to 51,922. A captain is between 50,472 to 62,460. And depending on the PRSI, what class of PRSI they're on.
All right, Minister, we're way
so
over time.
I can give the deputy a full range of pay and allowances
All right.
of all ranks and all members and personnel.
Thank you very much, Minister.